Here are today's top news stories and why they matter. Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu on Tuesday declared a state of emergency in the oil-producing Rivers State and suspended the state governor, his deputy, and all lawmakers. But why this decision? DW correspondent Samson Omale provides the details.
Rivers State in the Niger Delta is a major source of crude oil for Nigeria, but has been experiencing worrying incidents for some time now. Key among them has been the destruction of oil pipelines that transport crude from onshore oil fields to export terminals. These acts, often carried out by militants, have hampered oil production and exports. The latest incident was a blast on the Trans-Niger pipeline. So why are officials in the state unable to resolve the crisis? Well, the state has been embroiled in a political crisis, pitting factions of the opposition People's Democratic Party against each other. The state lawmakers have even threatened to impeach the governor and his deputy. In a televised broadcast, President Tinubu defended his decision.
It is my fervent hope that this inevitable intervention will help to restore peace and order in Rivers State by awakening all the contenders to the constitutional imperatives, binding on all political players in the Rivers State in particular and Nigeria as a whole.
This is the first emergency declared in more than a decade. The Nigerian Constitution allows emergency rule to maintain law and order in rare circumstances. Nigeria's former Navy Chief, Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas, who is now retired, will become the military administrator of the state. The opposition party has condemned the president's decision, while the Nigerian Bar Association has said the president lacks the authority to remove an elected governor.
Thanks, Samson, for those details. The Democratic Republic of Congo's President Felix Tshisekedi and his Rwandan counterpart Paul Kagame have called for an immediate ceasefire in eastern Congo during a meeting in Doha. How significant is this? The two leaders are holding this sit-down talk for the first time since M23 rebels stepped up their offensive in eastern Congo in January. Congo has repeatedly accused Rwanda of backing the rebels in a conflict that has lasted decades. Rwanda has denied these claims. Neighboring countries have been working to broker a ceasefire, but an attempt to bring Congo's government and M23 leaders together at a meeting in Angola on Tuesday failed when M23 pulled out at the 11th hour. At Tuesday's meeting in Qatar, Tshisekedi and Kagame agreed on the need to continue the discussions initiated in Doha to establish solid foundations for lasting peace. Moving on now, one of Africa's most celebrated undercover journalists, Anas Aremeyaw of Ghana, has won a landmark defamation case against a leading politician in Ghana, Kennedy Japan. The Superior Court of New Jersey awarded Anas $18 million in damages in this defamation lawsuit against a politician and a social media commentator, Frederick Asamoah. Anas, in a lawsuit filed on May 17, 2022, in the Essex County Superior Court, claimed the defendants made false and damaging statements about him. What were those defamatory remarks? They included allegations that Anas was a criminal, a thief, and responsible for the murder of Ahmed Swale, an undercover journalist who worked with Anas on the explosive documentary Number 12, which exposed corruption in Ghana's football industry. Anas has hailed the court's ruling.
My fight has never been for personal gain, but for the soul of Ghana's democracy. This victory in the US sends a powerful message. The media cannot be silenced. Truth cannot be buried. And those who wield power must be held accountable.
And finally, some big names will be in action as the African qualifiers for the 2026 FIFA World Cup resume this week, starting today after a 9-month break. Egypt, Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, and Senegal are all in action this week. The two fixtures this month will be crucial in deciding the fate of many teams. We wish all the teams the best of luck this week. And that's all we have time for today. Don't forget to comment on the stories, like and subscribe to our page, DW Africa. Thanks for watching. I'm Ajwa Domina.